Hello, I'm Edith. Nice to see you again. So today we are going to try something that you will see a lot if you have a toddler or a baby who is very interested in board books. You know, sometimes we see a lot of those board books that there are those interactive things that you can pull out, and then you can try to pull it, and then something else will reveal on that page, and it's very interesting. And I also always wonder how they make those things. So if you are really artistic mom like me, you'll probably I want to make my own book too. So today we are going to try make one of those pages. I actually made this as a trial. It's a simple one, and it should be easy enough to show the basic steps, and then later on you can add your own style, you can make your own theme, you can make your own story. It can be a birthday cake, it can be like the gingerbread man, it can be anything else, even the 3 little pigs. So let's see what basic things that can be involved. And so what I have done is I just use an old little gingerbread card, and then I have made these balls, red balls, and then I just like to show you how it works. So this is what I have done, and then you can see this is quite a small page, and I have got the gingerbread man in the middle, near the bottom, and then these are the bits that can go in and pull out and pull in and pull out. And then this one, it's a very long one that can go in to the very bottom, and then it can be pulled out to the top too. And then so just to show you really carefully, you can take this out. So just to show you these separate bits that you need to make. This is the very long one. See, this is a long one, and then these are the shorter ones, and then I just pull these all out. So I've got 1, 2, 3 here. So there is another bit here, and I'm gonna pull it out. So it can be pulled out, but we don't want to pull it out, isn't it? We want it to stay. So it's just like in the board books, they always stay. They can't be pulled out. So what you need to do is, you probably notice that if I pull it all the way, it will come out. But if I add a bit at the back, right? So if I add like a piece of paper like this, and I stick it to the back, then it will get stuck. It can't be pulled out because that little device here will stop this thing. This is much longer than this red. So this blue, it's, or whatever it is, if you stick something else here that is slightly or just well, you don't have to make it this long, but if you make it longer than this slot, then it won't come out. So you just need to, stick this blue or another bigger piece of paper to the end, and then it won't come out. See? So it will stick. It will got stuck. So now for the project itself, I just take it all out. I just want to show you what the original layout would be. So you can think of a little story. So in this case, I'm going to make it look like a very simple one. So gingerbread man is juggling some balls. And here you go, I've got the basic blue background with 3 red balls. And I have made these balls easily enough. It's just, you just cut out the circles, and then I just use the same color paper as the background. So when I put it in, you don't see the sticks. It's almost like a ball being thrown at gingerbread man. See? So you just push, and then gingerbread man catch it, and then you push and gingerbread man catch it. So this is very silly, but it's like the basic bit. So okay, I'll take it out again. So what you need to do is you create this circle and then a piece of this. And the trick is, if this is only a single layer of paper, it won't be that tough. So all you need is, you need this paper, okay? And then what you can do is, I'll put that aside first. So you need that, and then you fold it into 3 times or 4 times. So you do this, you fold, okay? And fold again. So make it 3 or 4 times so that it's thicker. If you have enough card like those, at least 150 gram card, you can use this color paper and wrap that around, and that will become a very thick card. But if you do not, if you only have craft paper like this one, you just fold it into like 4 times or 3 times at least. See, so you fold it and then it will become a thicker piece of paper, and then you just stick it all the way. You stick it, stick, okay? Just stick it so that it doesn't open up. So this is opening up, it's not good. So you stick it all together so it becomes one piece. And it's also important that it's same in width, and that's one way to, this is important, otherwise if it goes in the slot, it will be wobbly, and then it might not go in and out smoothly. So this one has to be, yeah, kind of, yeah, having an even width. Okay, now if you want to do this with your kid too, this would be a fun activity. You can ask him or her, do we want red color or do we want another color? This is a very interactive activity, a paper craft activity. It just involves a lot of sticking. So you can see you have to stick this whole thing, right? So you might need to do it yourself if you are worried that it will be super messy. And then you can ask your toddler or your kid to just stick this bit on top of this blue stick. If you think, oh, she's okay, she's or he is very good with sticking, then you can ask him or her to try to stick this together. The best is you show them a product, the final product. Then you say, can you do this? Can you stick it all together like this? So, and then stick this bit too, and then see if they can do it by themselves. So just make more of these sticks. Even 1 or 2 is messed up, you still have plenty, right? Now the next thing that you might need to do is you have one of these boards that you set up. So now I have only one flimsy piece of paper, which is not ideal, but later on, if you find a board, you can just stick it on, or if you have a table, you want to stick this on the table, you can feel free to do that, because it can stay on the table. It will, you know, all this mess will stay in the same spot, and that's a good thing to do too. So it can be a sensory play table for that afternoon, you know. Now if you have already got this, so got the ball, and then you have decided on the character, I want to show you that try to find out and decide on where you want all these to go in. So for example, I have decided, okay, the little gingerbread man is here and his little hand is here, so I am going to just make a very long stick, and then this is where it will go. So I'm gonna make a slot here, and then once I slot this in, see, then it can go in and then it can reach gingerbread man's hand, see, like that, and then it will up and go down and up and down. Okay, so the other thing that I like to point out here, you can see that these waves are actually matching with the stick. So if you can see, if I do it on another direction, it will show up. It doesn't look nice, right? It's okay, but for some people, they really want to make it perfect, so you might need to watch that. So I'll show you a good example. The good example is, I've got this one. So this one, if I slot it in, then it matches. So even if it go down a bit further, you know, it still matches. So another thing is, if you can, you try to match it. If you don't want to bother, it's okay. Sometimes we do not have enough paper, then you have another, like a white paper or black paper, then don't worry, you don't have to worry about this. But if you're using the same color, same pattern, so try to match it. So this is another thing that I just want to point out. Okay, so in order to just show you quickly how this can be done, so basically you need some color paper. I just use this too so that it's easier to see, and then I am going to cut this into like a strip, just a rectangle, and then I am going to, like I said before, this is the stick, and then I fold it into this 4 or 3 times, so it's very thick. Okay, and then you just use a lot of tape. Okay, use a lot of tape, and then you can stick it on, and then you have to fold it, and then it will be, you see, this is one big piece. Now I'm going to, so for example, I'm going to make a fish going up and down. Okay, so I can do this. I can just cut out a fish shape like that. Okay, just a very simple yeah, like that. So it's a fish, and then I just put this, okay, put this inside the fish now. So because it's inside, because I've got 2 pieces, because see, I've got 2 pieces, so I put them together, make sure it aligns, and then I can just stick it on. So like I said, this is a lot of tape. Okay, this one will use a lot of tape, and you can use just any tape. If you have masking tape, you can use masking tape. If you have clear tape, you can use clear tape. I know. Okay, and then stick the bottom of the fish together. Okay, and then of course maybe the tail too. So okay, so at least it's one piece, one good piece. So imagine it's something that can go down, okay, to the bottom, go down. So we need something there, right? We need something there. So just use the same paper, but maybe this time I'm gonna use the back. Okay, so how do you do that bit? Now I'm going to just use this. I'm gonna make it bigger so it's easier for you to see. So again, fold it into 3, and then you stick it to the edge of top edge of the paper, and then you get some tape, you know, a bit, and stick it to the end. So make sure it covers bottom of the stick of this paper, and then it goes back, and then we do this on this side, same. Now 1 layer of tape is not enough because it will move away, so we stick another one